Hi, moin, it's Liz from learnluxembourgish.com. Today we're looking at 50 common phrases and their English translation, along with, of course, the Luxembourgish pronunciation. Let's get going. The first one, I said it already, moin, moin, meaning hi. Then you could add moin, wie geht het? Moin, wie geht het? Hi, how are you? As a greeting, you can also say goedemorgen, goedemorgen, good morning, or in the afternoon you say goedemiddag, goedemiddag, and in the evening, of course, you say goedenavond, goedenavond, good evening. In order to say bye, you could say adie, adie, or if you're gonna see the person again soon, you could say until soon, bis geschwind, bis geschwind. Notice that the W in geschwind is not pronounced as a V sound the way it is often pronounced in Luxembourgish, but here in the middle and after the sh, it turns into more of a w sound, geschwind. Let's go to a full sentence now. If you're gonna say that you're at work, I'm at work, ich zin op de arbeid. Ich zin op de arbeid. Arbeid here being the work. Or if you're going somewhere, ich gin a kafen. Ich gin a kafen. I'm going shopping. Hopefully this next one is quite useful to you, but I'm hoping it won't apply to you. Ich hu kopfweh. Ich hu kopfweh. I have a headache. Let's say you're on the phone with a friend and they need you to come immediately. You would say, ich komme direkt. Ich komme direkt. I'm coming right away. My next sentence includes probably one of my favorite Luxembourgish words of all times. And if you live in Luxembourg, you know this. Luxembourgers say mengen all the time, which is kind of like to think or to have an opinion about something. Or, yeah, if you're not sure, you would say ich mengen. I think. I'm not sure, but I think. Ich mengen. You can also say ich mengen niet. I don't think so. Similarly, the phrase ich weiß is very frequently said. Ich weiß, meaning I know. Or you can say ich weiß het niet. Ich weiß het niet. I don't know. And if you don't know where you are, you can ask someone in the street, wo zin ich? Wo zin ich? Where am I? To get directions to a place, you can ask, wie kommen ich an Stadt? Wie kommen ich an Stadt? How do I get to the city? Another very frequently used word in Luxembourgish is gucken, to see. For example, ich gucke mal. I'm going to check. I'm going to see. Or also, da gucke ma einmal. Da gucke ma einmal. That means something like, let's wait and see. Or we're going to see and we're going to find out later. Let's see if we can describe something. So we can say, Haus ist groß. Haus ist groß. The house is big. And den Auto ist klein. Den Auto ist klein. The car is small. Earlier, we already used the verb kommen, to come. So now we're going to use it again and say, ich komme an de Boutique. Ich komme an de Boutique. I'm coming to the store. Very useful to know in a restaurant setting when you're ordering coffee, for example, or food. You can use the words mat and oni. Mat meaning with, oni meaning without. So how do you want your coffee? Mat mellish, with milk. Mat mellish. Or if you want your food without salt, you would say oni salz. Oni salz. How do you say from time to time? Hi an sto. Hi an sto. Now, Luxembourgers will contract this word very quickly and briefly, so everything is kind of squished together. So we say hein sto, but it kind of means here and there. Hi an sto. The next few useful words are gestern, yesterday, and morgen, tomorrow, or heute, meaning today. I know that Luxembourg public transport is really good and has improved quite a bit over the last decade. Not only is it free, but it also runs extensively throughout the whole country. So a common question, I guess, is wanneer komt de bus? When does the bus come? Wanneer komt de bus? Coming back to the word we saw earlier when we were talking about greetings, bis geschwind, we said, see you soon, until soon. Geschwind would also then be a good answer to the question, wanneer komt de bus? Geschwind. At this point in the middle of the video, you're probably wondering how to say yes and no. Ja, ja, nee, nee. If you're at the restaurant and you ate a lot, you can say ich habe viel gegessen. Ich habe viel gegessen. Viel is the Luxembourgish word for a lot. Similarly, the Luxembourgish word for something is etwas. Ich habe etwas gegessen. Ich habe etwas gegessen. I ate something. Or ich habe nichts gegessen. Ich habe nichts gegessen. Nichts meaning nothing. Doing something with your friends, the question would arise, when are you going to do that? Are you going to do it allo, meaning now, allo, or later? Herno. I really, over the years, have come to the conclusion that Luxembourgers are quite an easygoing people, not super decisive, and a lot of it is like a wait and see philosophy. We saw that with the phrase "ich gucken," I'm going to see later at some point. So yeah, very similarly, you will hear the word for maybe a lot, vielleicht or vielleicht, vielleicht or vielleicht. As a tourist walking around, you might find the phrase useful to say that you need help. Ich brauch hulp. Ich brauch hulp. I need help. And after receiving help, you would probably say merci. Merci. Thank you. And the other person would reply, het as gern geschieht. Het as gern geschieht. You're welcome. The next word reminds me of my kids asking me why all the time. Für wat? Für wat? Für wat? Why? The answer would be Wel, because. Wel. Okay, coming to the topic of being on time, someone could say to you, "Bist du schon da?" Bist du schon da? Schon being the word for already. So, are you already there? And you would reply, "Nee, noch nicht." Nee, noch nicht. No, not yet. Surely, when you're in Luxembourg, you're going to go to a bakery. That is a must, I think. And you're going to need the words for and or. So and is an and or is oder. So you would say a croissant an eng achtjen. A croissant an eng achtjen. Croissant and an 8. Achtjen is the pastry that looks like an 8 and has the custard in the middle, and it's my favorite. Or if you're trying to watch your weight, you wouldn't get both, I guess. You would have to decide. So you could say a croissant oder ein achtjen. A croissant oder ein achtjen. The Luxembourgish word for but is aber. Aber. For example, ich mache dat, aber nicht heute. I'm going to do it, but not today. Ich mache dat, aber nicht heute. One of the very first things I mentioned was the phrase "Wie geht it?" How are you? Wie for how. And that is very much often confused with wien, meaning who. So, for example, wer bist du? Who are you? Now, you did it. Thank you so much for your patience in watching the whole video. We've covered 50 phrases and a lot more than 50 words in total. I'm going to put together a flashcard set with all of these words and their translation and pronunciation. So click on the link below somewhere in the description to find it. And if you want to take Luxembourgish a little more seriously, you can buy the Learn Luxembourgish book I wrote almost 10 years ago. Oh my goodness, a decade ago. It basically teaches you the very basics you will need to start speaking Luxembourgish. Or you can join one of our online courses. All of our courses are online with live tutors. So you're speaking with another human as you go, which I think makes it a little more fun to learn. And yeah, thank you so much again for watching this video, and I see you next time. Bis die nächste Keer.